It can be said that when it comes to women, Ranma Saotome lives the life of a celebrity. Maybe it's his charisma, maybe it's his good looks, maybe it's his martial arts prowess. Whatever it is, it works. The man is a chick magnet. Akane Tendo, Ukyo Kuonji, Shampoo. The man has more fiancés than he can remember. In fact, there is one that he, and the rest of us, may have all forgotten about. A woman by the name of Kaori Daikoku. Back when Ranma Saotome was just a wee seed, his father Genma traveled desolate lands with Hi on his back as part of his martial arts training and ritual to manhood. The searing hot sun beat Genma into submission, and when it seemed like he and his son would soon become buzzard chow, they stumbled upon a weary traveler. And jumpin' Jehoshaphat! Look at the size of those ears! Sweet Jesus! Well, anyway, he too was traveling, but in much better shape than Genma, fully stocked on supplies. The starving Genma begged and pleaded for some food, but the slick con man wouldn't budge unless he made a trade. What the eerie traveler needed was a male heir, one to eventually marry his daughter Kaori and inherit the Daikoku school of martial arts. Genma reluctantly, or almost instantly agreed to the trade and got his food. After scarfing it up like a wild animal, he successfully stole his son back, right out from under the traveler's ginormous ears. Genma bid him adieu and disappeared from his life, at least for the time being. It was inevitable that Mr. Daikoku would return someday with Kaori in tow. The two, obvious from their dress extremely well-to-do, appeared at the Tendo Dojo one unassuming day where Genma and Ranma were staying, looking to collect what was rightfully theirs. Oh, little Kaori Daikoku, they grow up so fast. Seems like only yesterday she was a little butterball wrapped in blankets. Now, she is a grown woman with a double life, almost as if she has a split personality. When it comes to living her everyday life, Kaori is detached from society. She is shy, poised, and overly polite. She remains in virgin white robes from head to toe and dares not show her face. Up to this point, she has lived a vapid, empty life, her sole ambition to be a subservient wife to Ranma Saotome, to be the ideal homemaker, obedient to his every desire. She is a very stoic figure, statuesque, and of very few words, and although blanketed in white, a certain degree of darkness permeates through her. A creepy, uneasy vibe what can't be ignored. An untouchable enigma no one dare solve. In the throes of combat, however, she pulls a complete 180. The robe flies off to reveal a young, robust brunette of curvaceous figure. Young Kaori is adept in the field of martial arts takeout delivery, the basis of the Daikoku school. Martial arts takeout originated in the olden days when the idea of takeout food was in its infancy. A delivery person had to fight the elements, wild animals, even bloodthirsty marauders on the way to point B. To do so and have the food still arrive as if it were fresh out of the oven, that's not skill, that's art. In the Ranma 1/2 tradition of unorthodox weaponry, Kaori Daikoku has many different ways of stopping her opponents dead in their tracks, many of them involving the very food she transports. Her most deadly attack, by far, is the insidious Ramen Roundup Noodle Noose. With the speed of the Cobra, she lassos her opponent's neck in a rope made entirely out of noodles, and proceeds to cut off the opponent's air supply, crush the windpipe, and ever so slowly deplete life force. Try eating your way out of that one, Akane. Witness the blinding terror of projectile attack, Fish Cake Blizzard! Creating a fog of fish snackies thick as pea soup, Kaori blinds and discombobulates her opponents, leaving them open for further attack. So well in the art of tossing food, one would wonder how well she would fare against Ukyo Kuonji. Wouldn't you know it? It just so happens there's to be a martial arts takeout race to take place in Tokyo within spitting distance of the Tendo Dojo. What better way to end this domestic squabble? Kaori Daikoku, with all the confidence in the world, challenges Akane to the competition. Whomever wins would call herself the bride of Ranma Saotome. The rules of a takeout race are pretty simple. The contestants, mandatorily female, each carry a thermal box containing a scrum-diddly-umptious dinner. To win, the contestant has to get that food to the finish line unscathed, complete with that little fish cake on top. They can use any means of transport necessary, from delivery bicycles to segways to all-terrain vehicles. It's all legal. However, the experts prefer to flaunt their skill by traveling on foot. In addition, these warriors are instructed to forcefully eliminate their opponents, their takeout, or both. Who would have thought there were so many ladies out there adept in such a preposterous martial art? It almost doesn't matter, for none of they possess the trickery and credentials of Kaori Daikoku. She lives by the motto, it's fast or it's free, and this is a contest that she could walk through blindfolded and win. Akane Tendo knows her share of martial arts, but when it comes to anything involving food, she's a klutzoid numbnut, and will most definitely need help. But how can Ranma help her? The contest is strictly girls only. Perhaps I answered my own question. But even with Ranma's help, it is a steep uphill battle for Akane. Who will cross the finish line first? Who will... My God, those ears! Who will become Ranma Saotome's one true fiancé? Who can say? But you gotta put your money on Kaori Daikoku, the expert of martial arts takeout, the queen of fine cuisine, the daunting dispatcher, the exalted envoy, the killer courier of food, glorious food. I leave you today in the immortal words of my uncle. Alec Cuisine! Alec Cuisine! Alec Cuisine! Alec Cuisine! Alec Cuisine! Alec Cuisine! This has been a Ranma 1/2 character profile. Special thanks go out to Boris Fangirl for the request.